In Acts chapter 10, we have one of the great stories in the book of Acts. You've heard me share about it before in devotions and preach on it if you've been at BBC for a few years. It's the story of the conversion of an Italian centurion named Cornelius. And it's a great chapter. I encourage you to read the whole story. And the Holy Spirit speaks to Cornelius and gives him a vision and tells him your prayers and your alms have ascended as a memorial before God. And now send men to Joppa for a certain Simon who is called Peter. He is lodging with Simon, a tanner, whose home is by the seaside. And in the meantime, Peter is, the next day he's up on the roof praying, and he has a vision and he hears a voice, and the Holy Spirit speaks to him as well. And so tells him, go with these men are coming for you. Go with them. I've sent them. And so Peter goes with them, and they go to Cornelius's house. And Cornelius tells the story again in Acts chapter 10, beginning at verse 30. 4 days ago at this very hour at 3 o'clock, I was praying in my house. And he talks about the vision and what he heard and saw. And he concludes by saying, so now all of us are here in the presence of God to listen to all that the Lord has commanded you to say. You got to love Cornelius. He is devout. He is generous. That theme of generosity is such a part of the early church. But he's devout. He's a man of prayer. He's generous. He's invitational. He has filled his home with his family and likely servants and some of the men who serve under him. They're all there to hear what Peter has to say. And then in Acts 10, verses 34 to 43, you get a terrific sermon by Peter summing up who Jesus is and all that he did and accomplished. And our verse for the day is verse 38. In the midst of that sermon, and Peter says how God anointed Jesus of Nazareth with the Holy Spirit and with power, how he went about doing good and healing all who were oppressed by the devil, for God was with him. I love that one sentence, how that sums up who Jesus was and what he did. He was anointed by God. He was filled with and empowered by the Spirit. And what did Jesus do? He went about doing good and healing those who were oppressed. And that, friends, is what we as Christians in the church are called to still be doing today. Just as Jesus went about doing good, that's how his followers should be known. And that's what we should have a reputation for. We are those people who are always doing good and seeking to be instruments of healing for all who were or are oppressed by the adversary or by any means. I really hope and pray that will be a guiding light for you and for me and for Brewster Baptist Church, that we are the kind of people and the kind of community that goes about doing good and bringing healing.